Hello, chess family. It's me, National Master Jesse James, and it's time for another installment of How to Sacrifice Your Queen. In this one, we're going to be going over the rule number 3, which is Oh No, My Queen, or look for whenever your opponent is not expecting you to queen sacrifice. Here we go. This is a very common way to sacrifice. Hopefully, you get to use it in one of your games. We're going to be looking at a game by Kevin Spraggett. Hopefully, I pronounced that correctly. A Canadian Grandmaster, well, that takes advantage of this. Here we go. E4, knight c6, knight f3, d6. This is the Nimzovich defense. D4, bishop g4, pawn d5, and knight e5. The perfect opportunity for Oh no, my queen, just as Eric Rosen likes to say. And here we go. This is the idea. We take on e5 here. Bishop takes d1, and then hopefully see the idea. White to move and win. Bishop to b5 check here. After this, it's going to be a forced amount of moves that are just going to be giving white the extra material back, and also black's king is just going to be in jeopardy. Pawn c6, d takes c6, and queen a5 check. Of course, we shouldn't fall for the simple pawn takes on c6, bishop takes c6 check, and after queen d7, bishop takes c6 check, king d8, and now knight takes f7 check. White is just up too much material here, so it only makes sense that queen e5 check gets played. Knight to c3, and castles queenside here. Again, here you have to be very careful in this position. Moves like a6 is something that people might try, but here are many different ways to get the advantage here. And here we would just play a very nice idea, pawn to b4 here. And well, I think black has nothing better than to go ahead and sacrifice on b5 here, giving back the material right away. Yeah, queen takes b5, knight takes on b5, pawn takes, and then c takes on b7, grabbing the extra material. And well, you could play king takes c1 or run the knight back here. Either way, white is just in a better position, not only because of the material, but also because the pieces are a little bit better placed than its counterparts, which are all asleep. All right, here we go. Back to the game. After this move of castle's queenside, here we take advantage of the queen because she is running out of squares. So knight c4 gets played to attack the queen. Only move for the queen is queen to b4. I guess technically you could have played something like queen to c7, but after knight to d5, you really are feeling the space that you've lost in this position. And well, computer's giving just bishop takes c2 here, just giving up the queen because, well, I guess the only place to move your queen that's safe is on c7, and after that, pawn c7. Ugh, queen a8, and now you've gotten back your material, plus you still have a really good attacking position. So the queen went to b4. Let's keep harassing this queen. Pawn to a3, queen c5, bishop b3. I'm loving all this development over here. We also want to take this bishop, but with our rook. Queen to h5 here, and here you definitely could have taken the bishop right away, but always look for the 4 sequences. Oh, I'm sorry. He does take on d1 right away. Pawn takes here. Here you could have actually played pawn takes on b7 check here first, which I'm not too sure why he chose not to, because after king takes on b7, you could just do knight a5 check, king a8, and look, bishop c6 check is an idea, rook takes d1. Either way, I think your pieces are so nicely placed here that, yeah, I definitely think that this is the best way to play. With that being said, who knows, maybe I would have been feeling lazy that day and just played rook takes d1. It definitely is not beyond my powers to get lazy. Pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn to e6, and now direct attack, knight to b5. Here, this king, although castling queenside, has really just castled right into the attack with these knights and bishops and the rook even ready. The game ends quite fast here. Black tries to give himself more space with d5, but here, knight takes a7 check, king over to b8, knight back to b5. Of course, you can't take on c4 here, as well, the rook will take on d8. And, well, there is no better move here. Here, queen takes on d1 check here, trying to sacrifice back, but here again, white's pieces are just too active. King takes, pawn takes, king e2, and here after e5, bishop b6, black just goes ahead and resigns, and white wins this one. There really is no safe for this rook to move to. Rook c8 would be a little embarrassing, as bishop a7 is checkmate. Where else can you move the rook that it's safe? You can't go to e8 because the bishop, d7 is bishop, rook, bishop, knight or bishop. You can try to defend, I guess, with e7, but here there's even a nice idea here. Bishop c7 check, king to c8, and then take on d8. Bishop takes d8, and well, knight d6 check here will win the rook and the game here. So very, very nice game here by Kevin. And well, Remember, when you're looking for your queen sacrifices, look for oh no my queens, or what they call relative pens. People don't expect you to go ahead and take the piece, but always calculate ahead. That's why it's, again, very important to have a good tactical sense, and also make sure you create complications. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.